he asked if he could make a comment that's not on the agenda, but he's standing outside the door and I'm supposed to call him in. I think the commissioner is on the phone with him. Ready? I'm walking in. Tell me about the mics here. Is this mic here working?
Yes.
So I have the Commissioner of Kentucky Education on the phone here. He'll be listening in. He's in an airport in Florida. So thanks for joining us, Stephen. He'll speak in just a minute. So I appreciate you letting me hijack your meeting for a few minutes. I'm David Couch with the Department of Education. I've been part of the Kentucky education system for the past 25 years. And in that capacity, leading the education technology effort across the state. So some of you commented on my red suspenders. I said, boy, he looks pretty good in those red suspenders. I don't normally wear red suspenders. This is a very special day. In fact, I only put these on this day. What you see when you do an effort like this, and I know we have some out-of-state folks that are not familiar with it, but a big part of the Kentucky Education Reform Act was a technology component. And the Kentucky Education Reform Act was all about trying to really improve where Kentucky was at educationally and therefore economically. So it really attracted me to be part of this 25 years ago. But it requires, when you do something like this, great partnership way beyond the Department of Education. Obviously with school districts, our university partners, our cooperative partners that we have, to have this kind of just not initial, but long-lasting success. And those that are within the state of Kentucky are familiar with what we've done with education technology. Other states may not be. But definitely, we are very thankful for the partners that have made that happen. So these are, the red suspenders that I'm wearing are in honor of a guy named Bill Stilwell. And Bill was at the University of Kentucky for many years when we started the technology component of the Kentucky Education Technology System called KVEC back in the early 90s. And Bill was one of those types of folks that was behind the scenes trying to help K-12. And you really hope that your partnerships, do that. So what Bill did is he created something called listservs. How many people know what a listserv is? And it's kind of an older terminology. But what Bill did on behalf of K-12 and Department of Education, the University of Kentucky created a listserv service, so all the folks like in science and in English and whatever they may be, third grade teachers, fifth grade teachers, I can't remember how many different listservs he had, could communicate. Now Bill did this without getting any additional money. Never thought he'd ever be recognized for it, for that purpose. But in 2008, we established, to his surprise, a Bill Stilwell Award, recognizing a person or organization that goes above and beyond the call of duty to really help education technology efforts across our state. It was to Bill's surprise, he didn't know he was getting it. I purposely gave him wrong directions. I told him instead of having an hour, he had 5 minutes to present his hour presentation. So I had him all worked up. He was right on the edge of leaving. But when we gave him his award, he was really thankful. So we always do it to Bill's request from that point forward in a surprising fashion. The people that get it and the organizations that get it have no idea ahead of time that they are getting it for that purpose. And so Bill always wore his red suspenders. Anyone that knew Bill wore them. And so it takes me to today. Fast forward. We have something called a Student Technology Leadership Program. And we have regional competitions and a state competition. And what impressed me as I was going to the regional competitions and state competitions, all the things that said the Kentucky Valley Educational Cooperative helped me get this initiative going. I've never seen that. We've had the regional, the STLP program's been around for decades in our state championship, for over 10 years. I've never seen an educational cooperative be referenced in so many student initiatives that were of such high quality. The other cool thing about me is I'm from Eastern Kentucky. I get to be part of the Kentucky Valley Educational Cooperative and Jeff Hawkins and his team's great efforts. I get to see them firsthand. I can remember he's going after this grant for the ARI initiative grant and the kind of things they talked about 4 years ago in your digital promise. What we have seen so far is they have kept their digital promise. So It is with great pleasure that I have to give KVEC, Jeff Hawkins with your leadership, Paul Green, Andrew Castle, if you could please come up here for a moment, the Stilwell Award. Now, I'll put the commissioner on the line to give a couple words of congratulations while I'm getting all these things out. So they each get a pair of red suspenders, Bill Stilwell red suspenders, and they will also each get, they'll have the plaque here that we have here. So let me, the commissioner here, put him on speaker here. So Stephen, we got you on live.
All right, good morning all. I am so sorry that I couldn't be there with you today. I did have a family vacation, so I figured I probably should go on, and otherwise, I may not have a family anymore. But I wanted to just call in and tell Jeff, Paul, and Andrew just congratulations. How much we appreciate you and the work that you do. And, with all the support that we give our districts, goodness knows, in all areas of the state, particularly that area of the state, we have such a need for people to be coming together and really being shareholders in providing a quality K-12 experience for our kids. And, I know that the Appalachian Renaissance Initiative is something that kind of started as a grant, but the thing that I've always, of course, I know Jeff best, but what I've always appreciated about Jeff and KVEC in general is, even though you have grants and all that, it's not about money, and it's not about chasing money. It's about providing that quality experience for kids. And so, with all the one-on-one support, being able to provide a platform that people can do everything from storytelling, providing construction materials, and the partnerships that we have with KVEC, no one could be more deserving of this award. And I just thank you and appreciate the partnership, and I appreciate what you do for our kids in that region of the state. So congratulations, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you, Commissioner. You can go ahead and get on your plane now.
All right, thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you. All right, take care. Bye.
I think I'm probably have turned as red as the suspenders on the plaque, and David is true to the original intent by keeping it a surprise. Robert has a minute-by-minute agenda, and this surprise has disrupted the minute-by-minute agenda. I would like to say two things. Jimmy just stepped out. Jimmy Evans is past chairman of our board of directors. We're governed by our superintendents. And Tim Bobrowski is a superintendent in Allen County. He's also the past chairman of that board. I really need to say that this goes to those two gentlemen in particular, but to all of our superintendents who have embraced that idea of being able to work together across district lines for the betterment of children. So they share in this award just like the rest of our staff does. And we appreciate you, David, for everything that you've done to make Kentucky the best state for education technology in the country. And I know that often goes overlooked, but not by us. So thank you. We appreciate this very much.
We only give this out obviously once a year, and so this will be tweeted out and a press release about it. This is a pretty big deal. So this is Paul here and Andrew.
We could step over out this way, and they could jump into their agenda,
right?
And we could do the photograph.
I do think, and Marty pointed this out with the micro-credentialing, is it's just like KVEC to take on any issue head on, and so you see with all their big initiatives that they do. This is no surprise here, but thank you for letting us interject this in the meeting. But you're part of one of the best of Kentucky, and today the best in Kentucky. So thank you.